Welcome back to For the Love of Star Wars. Today we're doing the top 10 favorite Jedi. Let's get into it.
Number 10.
Coming in at the number 10 spot, we have Jedi Master Yarael Poof. Master Poof was a Kermian Jedi Master on the High Council during the events of The Phantom Menace. They actually gave him an epic and noble death in one of the comics, going out saving trillions of lives on Coruscant. Of course, the real reason he was not in Episode 2 was because Lucas feared people would confuse him with the Qunilan. And the real reason that I love him so much is from all the funny parts from the Robot Chicken Episode 3 sketches that he's in. Wait, do we really mean to put him as our number 10?
Yes, we do!
Number 9.
At number 9, we have Plo Koon. Plo Koon was a member of the Keldor species. His treatment of the clones under his command in the Clone Wars episodes is what puts him at the number 9 spot. Master Koon is wise, calm, and collected, and will always put the safety of others before himself. It's also worth mentioning that he was actually the Jedi responsible for finding young Ahsoka Tano and bringing her into the Order.
Number 8.
Number 8, Quinlan Vos. A humanoid Jedi of the Kifar species from the planet Kindu. In some comics as well as the Clone Wars, Vos is shown to be a rogue and rule breaker. He appears in this scene during the Phantom Menace undercover on Tatooine. He is also the romantic interest of Asajj Ventress. At one point in the Clone Wars, he even hits Obi-Wan with a line lifted straight from The Big Lebowski.
Well, that's your opinion, man.
Number 7.
At the number 7 spot, we have Kit Fisto. A Nautolan Jedi Master during the Age of the Republic, Kit Fisto possesses the ability to breathe and fight underwater in some incredibly special ways. He also happens to have the best smile amongst the Order.
Number 6.
For number 6, we have Master Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon is one of the most important characters in the main story. He is the Jedi responsible for locating the Chosen One, Anakin Skywalker, kicking off the story that we all know and love. Qui-Gon is the last true Jedi in the Order before the time of his death. The Jedi of the Republic era had begun to lose their way, allowing their vision to be clouded by the veil of the dark side hanging over them. Qui-Gon was the last one to understand that there was no light, there was no dark, only the Force, and that it's a Jedi's true place to follow the will of the living Force. What makes Qui-Gon most interesting is his connections to other incredible characters. He was the apprentice of Count Dooku and the master of Obi-Wan Kenobi. For more Qui-Gon, I highly recommend checking out the novel Master and Apprentice by Claudia Gray. I actually plan on doing a review for that soon, so stay tuned.
Number 5.
Number 5, we have the Grand Master of the Jedi Order during his time with them, Yoda. Yoda's wisdom has always been insightful and inspiring, which is what makes him so many people's favorite. His unique appearance and speech patterns have made him recognizable to even people who don't like Star Wars. Most importantly though, Yoda's story teaches us failure, and that recognizing our mistakes and adapting with new ideas is how we reach victory for all time.
Number 4.
4. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan is, after Qui-Gon, the ideal Jedi. It's interesting to see Obi-Wan throughout different periods in his life, while being a constant motivating character throughout the overarching storyline. Where he failed as the master of Anakin, he takes a much more cautious approach with Luke, while applying the lessons he learned through his previous apprentice. Old Ben is also the first Jedi to fully learn how to retain his spirit and manifest his physical form, becoming a Force ghost, which speaks for itself for his level of complete badassery. Everyone in the Star Wars fanbase agrees that Ewan McGregor's portrayal of the character is one of, if not the most outstanding parts of the entire prequel trilogy.
Number 3.
At number 3, we have your average moisture farmer from Tatooine turned rebel hero and Jedi Master, Luke Skywalker. Raised by his Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen as a simple farmer, Luke is a hero that we can see ourselves in. The original trilogy shows us the journey of Luke going from what he thought was a nobody to a highly skilled Jedi. Through Luke, we get a true representation of the hero's journey, while simultaneously being the heart and soul of what it meant to be a Jedi. I find Luke to be one of the most inspirational characters of all time. The moment in Return of the Jedi when we see Luke redeem his father, not by defeating him in the Emperor in raw combat, but by making the choice to put his lightsaber down and to choose the path of peace is so powerful. Really, overcoming hatred and choosing the path of peace is what it means for all of us to be the hero in our own lives. Luke saw that individuals are not defined by their worst mistakes, and that everyone who is willing is deserving of redemption.
Number 2.
Number 2, Anakin Skywalker, the chosen one himself. Born from his virgin mother Mary, Shmi, he comes in at slot number 2. Arguably one of the most powerful Force users we've ever seen on screen to date, an obvious first choice for anyone's top 10 Jedi, being the entire driving force of the saga. The original trilogy is Luke's story, but the overarching story throughout all of the movies belongs to Anakin. Through Anakin, we understand Darth Vader on a whole other level, and how a person comes to make those types of decisions. Having been used and manipulated by those with power for so long, you understand how he was capable of such evil, and see the arc of his redemption through the original trilogy. Anakin Skywalker is the man behind the mask, the lingering humanity inside one of the most iconic villains of all time. Matt Lantern's portrayal of Anakin in the Clone Wars adds a significant amount of development for the character that adds so much weight to the gap between episodes 2 and 3. The amount of screen time with Anakin throughout the prequels, the Clone Wars, and the original trilogy is another reason why he comes in above Luke on our top 10 list.
Number 1.
Number 1, Ahsoka Tano. Okay, many of you may not have been expecting this Togrutan Force user to be so high up on my list. I didn't grow up watching the Clone Wars. In fact, I never even gave the show a chance until I was about 19 years old. At first, like many, I found Anakin's new apprentice to be arrogant and downright annoying. In some of the early episodes, she actually made me cringe. But what makes me love Ahsoka is seeing her growth, seeing her learn hard lessons, overcoming great hardship, and the struggle to find her place in the galaxy during a time of chaos and change. In hindsight, I realized that those times where I didn't like Ahsoka as a character could allow me to appreciate her even more when she overcame and succeeded. Her entire journey is about doing what's right, no matter how hard it is. Just like Qui-Gon, she understood what it meant to truly serve the living Force. I geeked out so hard when she appeared in the second season of The Mandalorian, and I can't wait for her standalone show on Disney+. That's it for my top 10 list, guys. Thanks so much for checking out the video. Click like, click subscribe, and be sure to leave your top 10 Jedi in the comments below. May the Force be with you.